Hey everyone, it's Book Shambi. Welcome to the show. Rockin'. Just about set to go now, and towing the slab here, Jordan Hicks. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So you know, more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter. These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
And here is Ha-Seong Kim. Now a screamer into the outfield. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 13.
Here's Machado. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. And Manny gets a piece. Bogarts stands at first with 1 out. Machado, multi-time All-Star, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2010. The pitch. That one not close. And the count 1-2. And the pitch. Wouldn't chase that time. Kicks and deals. On the ground right side. 4, 6. 3 double play, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. And we're back. And starting this one, Glenn Otto.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And a pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Not close with that one. Going to count 1 and 2. And another ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And after grinding through that at-bat, he gets the best of him.
Well, when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
Austin Slater stands in now and watches strike 1. In the air, right side of the infield. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Batting first.
And now it's Wilmer Flores. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Profar settles underneath it. Makes the grab. Jorge Soler up at the plate. There's a strike. And he deals. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
The pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. Next offering misses, and that's ball 1. A little bit low.
It's a good take.
Runner takes off. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so fun to watch. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Off the mark there, and that's ball 2. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
In the air out to center. He's got it, and that ends the inning. Giants leave a couple scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. Chapman sends it to first, and a quick out number 1. Luis Campusano now at the plate.
The catcher, Luis Campusano.
Out towards right center field. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance, and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Runner at third with 1 gone. Jake Cronenworth digs in now. First pitch misses. Cronenworth, a 7th-round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. Cronenworth around second, headed for third. And he's in safely at third. As they jump ahead, a run scores.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. I love the hustle out of the box. Man, he drove that baseball, and he was thinking triple right away.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. On a line out towards center. Yastrzemski makes the catch. Runner tags from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 2-0.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball, just couldn't get it to drop in.
Next is the designated hitter, Tucupita Marcano. Smoked on the ground a second. The throw to first, and that is that. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no error. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the DH, Lamont Wade Jr. There's a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Got him swinging.
Got him swinging on that pitch away to finish him off, but everything early in the at-bat was in tight. Really challenged him in there with some competitive pitches, not letting him get his hands extended, but of course that eventually opens up the outside part of the plate, and he just wasn't able to adjust.
Now it's Matt Chapman. That one in there across the letters. And there's a foul ball. 1 out, bases empty. That misses. Ball 1. Just missed.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
One down, base is empty. Line drive. Corrals it. And there are 2 outs.
Batting 8. The shortstop, Marco.
Now Marco Luciano. That's a slider for a strike.
Now this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
And that one wrapped foul. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Giants are down 1-2-3. Top half of the 3rd inning. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Jose Azocar. Hicks back to work. Out to short, Luciano. On to first. 1 up, 1 down. Xander to the plate now. He played in the Seoul Series to open the 2024 season.
Such a cool experience for both teams, Boog. For Bogaerts, it was the 5th country he's played in since joining Major League Baseball. He had the chance to play in the London Series with the Red Sox in 2019 and in the Mexico City Series with the Padres in 2023.
Hard hit left side. Bogaerts retired. So digging in now for San Diego, Ha-Sung Kim. He's 0 for 1.
Ha-Sung Kim.
swings through that one.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
The pitch. Ground ball to the right side. Takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Padres 2 and the Giants nothing. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now here is Patrick Bailey. Ball 1 there. Pitch misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Clips the corner, and it's 2-1 now. And another ball. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Coming on Profar. He's there. He's got it. And there's 1 down. Thairo Estrada to the plate. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the 1st with a single. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
There's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And the pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The Giants trailing by 2 here in the last half of the 3rd. One down, base is empty. Estrada checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he won around. Ruled a swing.
The batter, the left
Austin Slater stands in. 0 for 1 so far.
Slater.
Swung on, belted. Profar going back on this one. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here.
Anytime you want to sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Flores now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Two outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two down, nobody on. That misses the zone. Yeah, the count 1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where pitchers would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Righty to the plate. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Now 2-2.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting
Cronenworth throws on to first. That ends the inning, but not before they answer back with a solo home. As we go to the top of the fourth, down the third baseman, Manny Machado.
Manny Machado.
Here comes a pitch. This to third, Chapman. In plenty of time to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Popped up. Estrada brings it in. 2 away now. 2 outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Luis Campusano. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. And strike one to the catcher. Campusano, 25 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2017. The 0-1. Fought off foul. Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Offense held in check there. We're midway in the fourth. It's the Padres 2 and the Giants 1. Back here at San Francisco, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Jorge Soler. Right-hander back to work. And that one is lifted in the air. Tatis drifts towards it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Mike Yastrzemski, originally drafted by the Orioles, 14th round out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The Giants got him in March of 2019. And San Francisco's really where He got a shot to play. 0-2 now. On its way to the corner. And that's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And the pitch. Hanks and misses. It's a strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Man at first. Here's the third baseman, Matt Chapman. In the air, left side. Settles under it. Drops into the glove. And that's the third out. One left for San Francisco. And they trail it here 2-1. All set for the start of the inning. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. And here it comes. On the ground, right side. He handles it himself. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
The left fielder, number 10.
Here's the switch hitting left fielder, Jurickson Profar. He's 0 for 1. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. That clips the corner.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Line drive, and there's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now, Tucupita Marcano. Lifted in the air down the left side. Slater gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down. Now at the plate, Jose Azocar. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Profar leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a big swing and a miss.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Hit hard on the ground to short. They get the force. That's out number 3. No run. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, Marco Luciano. And a pitch. And that one fouled off. The 0-1.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has really good bite, so tough to lay off on because you made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. And that turns the lineup over. Next to hit, Thairo Estrada. 1 for 2. Pounding ball here, rolls foul. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. You can't catch up.
On the ground at first. And that's just foul. Kicks and fires. Battling here as he fouls it away. Right-hander kicks, deals. fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
The 1-2. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Fly ball to right. Tatis drifts towards it, nabs it, and the inning is over. Back here at Oracle Park, top of the 6th inning. Now it's the second baseman, Xander Bogaerts. And a pitch. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. A solo shot. His first homer of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 3-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early, you'll get some elevation and the ball get out of the ballpark. For him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jordan Hicks done for the day. So they turn things over to the righty, Tristan Beck. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Ha-Sung Kim, the next up for the Padres. That one out to right. And it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. So man aboard. Here's Manny Machado. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 5-1. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you could say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Ripped to short. To first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Campusano. Out to center. Yastrzemski moving under this one. And there's 2 away. 2 outs. Base is empty. And the batter now, Jake Cronenworth. Two out, space is empty. Ripped on the ground to second. Gets it to first. And that is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was. And we're back. Leading off, Wilmer Flores. Otto back to work. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's back there. Into the bleachers and gone.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Swing and a miss. Slider right there.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
The Giants trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Cronenworth makes the grab, 1 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Yastrzemski in the box now. No balls and a strike. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
1 down, base is empty. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And the right-hander deals.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. 1 run across in the frame so far here in game 1 of this 3-game set. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Makes the grab for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So here's Wade now.
Wade Jr.
Right through there for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. Late on that fastball.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes, down.
Left-hand hitter waits. Bounced out to short. Kim tosses to first. That's the inning. When the Giants go deep, it's bye-bye, baby. It's welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Rogers.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And he deals. Profar gets a piece there.
You know, these Padres, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
And the righty deals. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just punches you up to where you can't get your hands through in the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
At the belt and fires. That one ripped right center field. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Round 2nd, digging for 3rd. And he's got himself a triple. Around 3rd.
Hey, he's in there.
Everything came together for him. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
And here is Jose Azocar. And there's the strike. Base hit and a run comes in. Tries to get back and save.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. Really not a pitch you want to swing at if you don't have to, because it's almost impossible to hit anything that far inside with any type of authority. That one tied him up, but still able to guide it into the outfield somehow.
On the ground, could be two. Off balance feed, there's one. And it's a double play to end the inning. When they pick up one run on the RBI single, it's now 6-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Wandy Peralta.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Chapman leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, these Giants just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Tosses to first, and one away in the bottom of the seventh. Marco Luciano, the next Giant to hit. Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone! Marco Luciano with his first major league home run, a special moment in his young career, and who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Oliveras, and, being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
And it falls. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
2 outs. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one ripped. That ball's carrying. And that one's gone into the bleachers.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. He put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
And there's the strike. And ball 1.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze it.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Campusano collects, fires to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Luke Jackson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim. 1 for 3. The wind of the pitch. Ripped on a line. Slater makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's Manny Machado now. He's already homered in this game. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
This one popped up. Should have this one. And makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
And it's strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Padres go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the Friars. They lead it, however, it's 6-5. now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Stephen Cole.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Oh, that's worth the price of admission. His first homer of the year, and we're starting over. It's 6-6. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
Good eye in that spot.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That misses, and it's 2-1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hard hit left side. Rolls across the diamond. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Squeezes it, and there's 2 away.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
Chapman in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit in the air, left field, under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Back here in San Francisco, we go to the 9th. Here's the catcher, Luis Campusano. Jackson back to work. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And there's 1 away.
Man, if that drops right there, they would have gotten the potential winning run on base, maybe even in the scoring position, but that's just one of those hang-with-ems.
And a ground ball to first, and he takes it himself for the out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Profar at the plate now as he chases after that one. The wind of the pitch. That misses. Now 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Can't glove it cleanly. But they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Robert Suarez. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Luciano in the box now. Takes strike 1. That one close, ruled a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Righty delivers. And now 2-1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Late swing fouled off. And another ball.
They're trying to get him to go. Chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Patrick Bailey on deck for San Francisco. Gassed it right by him.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Tied at 6. Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Late with the swing there.
Ooh,
1 ball, 1 strike.
You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that's off the inside edge. It's 2-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Tyro Estrada waits to bat for the Giants. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that quickly 2 away.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trust in your stuff. Just 1 out away from getting out of a huge jam.
So the batting order turns over. Tyro Estrada, the next Giant to hit. That one fouled off. All tied up here in the last half of inning number 9. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That's the 3rd out, and we back now, and we're in extras. A new arm on the now Tucupita Marcano. The pitch. That one is absolutely belted. That's back, and it is gone. And they add a couple more. It's 8-6. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Now it's going to be Jose Azocar. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Extra innings certainly had a different feel starting in 2020. With a new rule placing a runner on second to begin the inning, and that forced teams to rethink their strategy in extra frames.
Yeah, much less margin for error, and Boog, to your dismay, not much sacrifice bunting. Teams usually tried for the big inning.
Certainly not that much bunting for the road team as they try and play for the big inning, but for the home team, if the road team doesn't score, you'll see the home team bunt sometimes. Headed towards the corner, Slater makes the grab on the run. So the lineup flips over. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's already homered here in this one. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield.
Taylor Rogers gets handed the rock out of the pen. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Ha-Sung Kim, the next up for the Padres. On the ground, 2 ball. Estrada over to Luciano. Turns it. A one-pitch double play out of the pen. Inning. We're back. And on the mound is the closer, Angel De Los Santos. The pitch. Ball 1, no strikes. And a good eye there.
2-0.
Tying run at the plate. And there's the strike.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Throw over to Cronenworth. And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out. Wilmer Flores, the next Giant to hit.
Ball 1.
Oh, he doesn't get the call.
Ball 1,
1-0.
no strike.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is if the base.
Now this one gets through. Here comes the runner. The throw home. And he's out.
That really hurts right there. This is no time to gamble. When you're down in the ball game, you've got to be sure if you're going to advance a runner or even try to score right there that you're going to be safe. Just a poor decision.
1 out left for the Giants. And digging in for San Francisco, Jorge Soler. The tying run at the plate. And a foul ball. 1 strike away. Got him. And that'll do it.
Well, when you reel off